right, welcome to Thursday's math. So you'll be happy to know that this is a pretty short unit, so I didn't have to condense too much into the lessons for you, which means that today you are on lesson 13-5. And if you take a peek, we are on 785 in your math workbook. Again, if you don't have your math workbook, you gotta go get it. Get your math workbook, get a pencil, sit down, take a drink. It's great. Okay, choose a tool and solve each part of the problem. Be ready to explain which tool is used and why. Which line is longer, how much longer, draw a line that is a certain length. Okay, so you are going to use a ruler in here, which you all have by now, and if you don't, like I said, it's in the math folder. You need to get it out because you can't guess on these. You really have to know how to use the tool. That's what I'm measuring when I'm assessing you, is how well you know how to use the tool. Okay? So please use your rulers for these. You're going to measure those lines, and then you have to subtract to be able to figure out how many more centimeters there are in the longer line. Okay? So if you measure the orange one, you should get 5 centimeters. You try it. Make sure you get 5 centimeters for that red-orange one. And then if you measure the purpley blue one, you should get 7 centimeters. 7 centimeters and 5 centimeters. Now you're going to subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2. Good. So 2 centimeters would be the other length. But it says, not only are you going to write 7 minus 5 equals 2, you are going to have to draw a line that is that length. So now you need to get out your ruler and you need to draw a 2 centimeter line. And that's how you do that. If you turn to the independent practice piece, and again, if you get stuck on this and you're thinking, Mrs. Bailey, that wasn't clear for me at all, that was like mud, I have no idea what you're talking about, you can go to the guided practice and read through that page, ask parents to help you, or you can let me know that you need a meet. You're going to read through that page to see if it clarifies for you, and if it doesn't, then you contact me or you contact parents, okay? Then you've got some more word problems. And with these, they're not just asking for an equation, they're actually asking you to explain your tool choice and how you got your answer. So this is why in class I was always pushing to that next step for you to be able to explain your math. And this is harder for moms and dads because when your moms and dads and Mrs. Bailey when we were in school, we didn't have to do that. And this is new for them. So be patient and try some of these. Because it's only one and there are only a few problems for you actually to work on, if you turn your page, you should see an orange page pretty soon, which is the Topic 13 Fluency Practice Activity. It's on page 791. So besides practicing some in 13-5 today, you're also going to complete the fluency activity. It says, color a path from start to finish. Follow the sums and differences that are odd numbers. You can move up, down, right, or left. Up, down, right, or left. Up, down, right, or left. Got that? Okay. So it makes a path. It should be fun. You don't need a partner for this one. Sums and differences that are odd numbers. Make sure they're odd numbers. Odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay? And I know some of you are going to look and you're going to say, oh, I don't want to do all of that math. But really, what you need to do is add the 2 numbers that are in the ones place and see if you come up with a 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Because if you do, that is your hint that that number is going to be odd. And that means you're going to color in that number. Okay, I'll give you an example before I let you loose. At the start, and again, I'm on the orange Fluency practice activity, 791. 80 minus 23. 80 minus 23. So let's look at our ones. We have 0 minus 3. Uh-oh. More on top or more on the floor? That's right, more on the floor, so you have to go next door. So you're going to make that a 10. When you do, you're subtracting 10, take away 3, and you're going to end up with 7. 7 is an odd number, so that one you can color in because it's odd. I didn't have to do the rest of the problem. I really only needed to subtract the one spot. And then if I come up with a number that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, it's odd, and I color it in and make a path all the way to the end. Remember that you can only move up, down, left, and right. And that's important because if you try to do diagonal business, it doesn't work. It's not going to make a nice path. Okay? Alrighty, folks. That's all she wrote.